Hello everybody on SpeedGaming. I am Cantaloupeme. This is Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm doing two games coming up. The very first two speedruns I learned. This is my second one. So this does require a hard power on to get the RNG, and once I do that we will get started. So I do need to power off and power back on real quick. Because we're going for an RNG setup. Oh, this game's not scary probability. Okay, let's see if we get it. I'll take a couple tries. I think we got it. Go. Okay. The reason why I needed that specific RNG was the first three houses are 100% random on what you get into. If you start the game on the first frame, you get into the first three houses in order, so that's what I was doing there. So this game is loosely based off the third Nightmare on Elm Street movie, Dream Warriors. Loosely based by means it says Freddy, and that's about it. I did not mean to jump. Oh, we screwed this up. No biggie. Yep, there is an incentive for me to have to punch the final boss of this game. So if you get, please donate. It wasn't too far from it. So if you want to see me punch the final boss, which is Freddy, feel free to donate for it. Probably going to take a death here, but it's perfectly fine. That's my air conditioner running MPI. It's too hot in here without it. I need it. So yeah, there's a little AC in the background, but you know, we'll just roll with it. Unless it's really bad and I'll get up and turn it off. Yeah. But anyway, this is the second house. This isn't a real long speedrun, thankfully. It's just pretty technical. There's 207 bones that you have to get in the game to advance. Every level has a set requirement. Pretty much routes itself, thankfully. This is the second boss. Okay, we got through that one. Now we got the third house coming up. Now, you know, from where we started the game on the first frame possible, that's why I know we will get in the third house. If you don't, you'd be running back between... Oh, okay. I got you. We're gonna have to wait here. I missed the cycle. Not the end of the world. But yep. And this game actually does have good music. It's famously known by, you know, everybody says, oh, it's an LJN game, it's not that good. Technically, this game is not an LJN game. It was just produced by them. LJN never made a single video game. They put a logo on it. They're a marketing company, right? The people who made this game is Rare, the same company that made Battletoads, Snake Rattle and Roll. And David Wise did the soundtrack in this game. So, that's why the music's banging. Did we get the one cycle? Nope. Yeah, Rare actually made this game. 5 more dollars donated and we will punch Freddy. Instead instead of use, yeah, same company, Banjo-Kazooie people. I have both chats open, so you'll probably hear me responding to both chats. So I'm speedrunning a game with 2 chat windows open. That's how you multitask. Now, most people have seen the speedrun we did at AGDQ 2017 with Jam, Scavenger, and some guy named Feasel. Y'all know who Feasel is, right? But yeah, we did a 4-player co-op of this, and it was a blast. But the single player hasn't had too much spotlight in marathons. We skipped that, we're coming back to it. But yeah, that 4-player run was a lot of fun. It really was. But yeah. So now we're going all the way to the right to the junkyard, which is probably my favorite stage. It's very technical, lots of crazy jumps. Probably won't talk much during this stage. Just try to hit everything in one cycle if I can. And screwed it. Oh, we're still fine. We had to wait there anyway on that platform. And it was a little early. Okay, we're fine. But anyway, but after you do the houses, the rest of the game is set in the order that you're supposed to do it. Now you have 3 power-ups, but as you see, we're only using the athlete. It's way too slow to use the other ones. When I started learning this game, there was 2 people on the leaderboards who I'd like to give a large shout out to, and that would be Rayquaza 911 and the Strawl. They came in and helped me out learning things, and then a few years later we discovered a lot of stuff about this game. When Feasel picked it up, discovered the RNG thing. And then, you know, then we found out how to skip the last bosses. That was, bats drop rocks because apples wouldn't be logical, but, you know, it was like a team effort in finding so many things about this game. Well, it's the graveyard with the view. Tomb with the view. Yeah, you don't want to go swimming in that water. Okay, this is a ghost. Biggest hitbox in the world. And biggest hurt box too. Oh, so I guess we're punching Freddy then, is that correct? Yeah, but everybody knows Rare also made Donkey Kong Country. Okay. And, you know, Banjo-Kazooie, Killer Instinct, you know, they made a lot of great video games. There you go, Edariah said it. Thought there was supposed to be a bone there. Yeah, we're good. We got all our bones. Yes. All you have to collect the bones to progress because the boss... like, if I try to go down now, it won't let me. But now it will. Yep, you cannot progress unless you get all the bones. We will be punching Freddy, folks. We will not get the cheese Freddy, we get to punch Freddy. Man, my timing is off. I don't want to take too much damage. There's a mechanic in this game. Now, the meter you see up there is not a health meter. That is your sleep meter. If you fall asleep, it's a big time sink. Enemies become harder, but we should be okay. There's a coffee to wake us up. Uh-oh. I hope we're okay. Please get it. Okay, we're good. So, yeah, if you fall asleep, enemies become tougher, and also, you have to wake back up. Oh. And the game also drops inputs. This section is great in 2 players. One player can stay up top while the other player grabs that bone. But unfortunately, you have to walk all the way back single player. Yep. We won't see the trademark Freddy is coming. Just in case we get trolled. Damn. Getting a lot of dropped inputs today. Inputs are hungry. Nom 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 nom. Yeah. Now this run isn't, you know, it's difficult to do fast. There's a lot of things go wrong. You get a ton of lives, but they're easy to burn through, especially in the next house, because it's got a couple frame perfect jumps. Because the Necromancer character you get when you fall asleep, the game expects you to be asleep at the beginning of the next house. So, we won't be using the Necromancer, we will be doing a frame perfect, pixel perfect jump. Man. That boss fight sucked. Okay, and now we're on to the last house. The high school. Yeah, these next 2 jumps coming up down here below, the game expects you to take damage and fall asleep to do. But we're going to do it without it. Trust me, it's a lot harder than what it looks. Anybody that's ran this game will tell you that that jump is hard. And you have to do it twice. Yeah, but you're supposed to do a boss rush at the end of this stage, but funny story I'll tell about our boss rush skips how it happened. years ago, the Straw, he accidentally spawned an extra boss. And we just thought it was the game being the game. Well, years later, Rayquaza accidentally skipped a boss. Punch! We missed. But when he accidentally skipped a boss, I got home from work, immediately was looking how to do it. And then we found out there was a pixel that that will let you skip the bosses. But if you get the pixel wrong, you get extra bosses or glitched bosses. So it was a nice collective effort, and it worked out really well. And it brought the time all the way from it was like a low. What was it? It was like 16 something, and now the record is sub 16. Yeah, record is 15:58. It's a different type of hard versus TMNT. Okay, yeah, it brought it down by over a minute. The boss skips. Even though we only got 2 lives left, I have continues galore, so we will be able to safely punch Freddy. Because he'll eat up some lives punching him. He's not designed to be punched. You have to go all the way over here to get this one lonely bone. So yeah, this run's looking good. You know, for a marathon, it should be around, you know, somewhere between 17 and 18. Well, no, we got Punch Freddy, that's right. So here's the beginning of a boss. Oh, that's a Necromancer, you don't want that. And I will attempt to skip most of the bosses. Yeah, there was, Leslie. I was trying to forget that happened. There's that. But yeah, we all had to sing at AGDQ when we fell asleep on the 4-player run. Uh-oh. Which boss? Yep, the head is hungry. It's eating itself. Okay, now let's see if we can get the other boss skips. There's one. Well, we got one of them. That's 2 total. Nope, went too far. Uh-oh. Okay, this is the important one. We got it. Now we're punching Freddy. Here's Freddy. You could skip Freddy too, but the game crashes. Well, I mean, it just hard locks. You can't beat it. Okay, Freddy. Come here. We get to punch you. Come here. Up. Freddy. 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 Come on, Freddy. Come on. Freddy. Freddy, let me punch you. There we go, and time. So at the end of the game, we toss all the bones into the furnace that's underneath the school. So the evil is purged, fire purifies all. The bones are ashes, soon to be dust. Freddy trademark is dead, and the nightmare is ended. Or has it? Yep, so that is Nightmare on Elm Street. I will get set up for my next run, which is going to be significantly harder. It is Castlevania One Hit KO. So we have to beat Castlevania with one hit knockout.